Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick comparison video of the LG G2 and the Samsung Galaxy S4. Now I know the S5 is coming out in about a month and a half, but still this is Samsung's top smartphone for this flagship phone for this size. There is the Note 3, and I might be able to do a review for that later, but this is still LG's, flagship phone that you see in commercials with the knock-on feature. They're both pretty evenly matched. The LG is a little bit faster, but let's just go over the look and everything first. First, the back. You have the two normal 13 megapixel cameras for both sides with LED flash. The LG does have the power button and the volume rocker on the back, while Samsung has a more traditional, power button on the side and volume rocker on the left, right here. The LG has nothing on the side besides the SIM card insert, but other than that, so they both have a very sleek look, as you can see. So form factor is very good on both one. I give that edge to the LG, but I might be biased. On the top for Samsung is the headphone jack. I like it more on the bottom because that's how you slip it into your pocket and pull right out the headphone, So, like the iPad, iPhones, I don't like the top headphone jack, but to each his own. The bottom has on the LG has the speaker. Same thing for the Samsung. There's a noise cancellation mic on the bottom, and I believe on the top as well. LG has the same up top here and on the bottom. Besides that, there's a physical button, which once again, for people who love vanilla type phones, stock phones like Nexus line, I like the buttonless type of phone. But the Samsung does have a button on this phone. Not a big deal. If I was forced to get a S4, I wouldn't really. And it does have capacitive touchscreen, capacitive buttons right here as well. So it's not on screen buttons like the LG. Here, let me just sign in. The button is on the screen, which is what I like a little better. So, besides that, we go to the screen size. Now, the screen size on the S4 is 5 inches exactly. The LG2 is 5.2. So, not that much of a difference. A little bit of more real estate. They're both huge phones. So as you can see they're both lined up to the bottom. You can see the difference up top where the bezel, not the bezels, but where the screen ends. If I turn them both on, yeah. So you can see the difference, just 0.2 inches. Now the specs inside, the LG, which came out later of last year versus early of 2013. This came later, so it has a Snapdragon 800 quad-core processor, I believe 2.3 gigahertz, and this has a Snapdragon 600 still. Still quad-core, but not as fast as the LG. But both are pretty, zippy when you need to navigate through. Your phone and do things like that. Really is no slowdown. I know now the newer phones have the Snapdragon 801, so that's even faster. But you get a flagship phone which will do a great job. You're pretty much set. Other similarities. Well, we went through the only difference really is the Snapdragon processor. Also, the LG has 2 gigahertz of RAM, 2 gigs. I'm sorry, 2 gigs of RAM. The Samsung has 2 as well, I believe. The GPU is a little bit better on here. The LG once again, but it came out later in the year, so it has better chipset. Besides that, the cameras are the same. I think the LG gets a leg up because it has optical image stabilization, OIS, and they've been showing that if you have shaky hands or you're in motion, it still gives a great still picture. I'm not sure if this has it. I know LG was pushing it on their phone, so maybe that's a feature as far as, and its 1080p video is great. I might do a video showing that off. It does a decent job. Besides that, both have cameras in the front. 2.1. Battery life is the big thing. So the Samsung has the normal what, 21 milliamp. It also has a detachable faceplate, detachable back, I'm sorry. And it has the normal, it usually should show on here, I think it's 21 milliamp. So I mean, it can last you, you know, the average life of most batteries here. Now the LG has a 3400 milliamp battery, and that sometimes lasts me 2 to 3 days. I'm not even joking. On a full charge, and I've had this since last year, on a full charge, sometimes I can go a day and a half with heavy use, or 2 days without 2 days without even charging it. If we go to the battery, I know we did this before on my earlier view. Let's see if it shows it. So it says battery usage 52 hours. Come on. What's it? Yeah, 52 hours, 52 and a half hours. Now this is, to be honest, I haven't used it as much as I normally do, because I work all the time, but I do use it out of a 24-day period. I use it at least 6 to 8 hours. But even on my old Nexus, Galaxy Nexus that you guys see in the earlier videos, that guy would die in about 8 hours, you know, a work shift pretty much. So the battery life on this is excellent. This is where it wins over phones like the S4. The S5 will probably have much more improved battery. I forgot what the battery is. It probably is a 3000 milliamp, but 3400 is a lot. So this monster I never have to worry about. It's one less thing to worry about when you're traveling and doing things. I see the rest of my family charging their phones all the time. If you have a 3000 plus battery, that's why this guy wins. You know, also a beautiful feature that I love that people probably wouldn't appreciate unless they had it is the knock feature. You knock it to turn on, you tap it to turn off. You know, you tap twice. To turn it on, it's a mechanical, physical technology. To turn it off is a software related. So they made an excellent job. There's actually going to be an update that lets you tap it a certain way to unlock it as well. So if I did, if my pattern to unlock it is tap 2 on the bottom, tap 2 on top, it would unlock the phone instead of just turn it on. So that's coming out with an update on this phone as well as future phones. So that's going to be great because I no longer have to press the button, and it's actually a little convenient to have the phone on the power on the back. I didn't like it at first, but I guess when you get used to it, it's easier than sliding your fingers and finding it that way. But you know, once again, to each his own. So that knock feature, which is getting a nice update to it, is pretty cool. So that was just a quick comparison and look. If you guys have any other questions or any other devices you want me to compare, subscribe. Don't forget to do that, and write on the comment section below. Thank you.